you I'm not average. Spread butter on a boy like a sandwich. LB on a musical rampage. Been a response for collateral damage. Send me no response on the weekend producer. Right, so here we are, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, brothers and sisters. We are now recording live. I've got my M recorder and I've got my screen recorder and everything is good to go, ski. So welcome to the laboratory. And today I wanted to actually feature 3 plugins out of 6 that have just been recently released and on sale. And it was part of like a crowdfunding project, I do believe, from last year. And it came from a developer called Anarchy Audioworx, and I think they're based in Birmingham, in the north of England. And yeah, a couple of the plugins actually piqued my interest. I'm going to show you exactly what the plugins are, seeing as they are on my vocal track right about now. So we got the Anarchy Comp 64, and this basically was on offer for free. This is one of the 6 plugins they had on offer, so I literally took up that offer as soon as it was available, and there was such a demand for it that the company ran out of serial numbers, and you can't get it at this time of recording now, but they have said that they will issue out some more serial numbers in a couple of days. So if you get the chance to get this for free, I'll jump on it straight away. Okay, so that's one of the plugins right there. The second plugin, I'm going to go down the bottom here, and it's the LFO Pro. Now, the reason why I was interested in the LFO Pro was because X4 Records had something very similar called LFO Tool, and it seemed to be a firm favorite of a lot of beat makers and stuff like that. But I think that with this one, it will give you a whole linear look in terms of how you can actually see your envelopes basically designed, as it were. You know, you don't really have to kind of go into different sections and stuff like that. It was something that I was interested in from way back, and I mean, considering that LFO Tool has been out for a long time and it still held its price, I thought, you know what, I'm gonna give Anarchy Audioworx a go with this. So I bought this plugin as well as another plugin, which is simply up my street, as it were, and it is the Vocalator Pro, which basically it is a one-stop vocal processing editing suite. And if I can actually get the GUI size right here, see, because I'm going in blind, ladies and gentlemen. It's going at 50%. Wow, okay, didn't really want it that small. Let's go for 70%, 35%. Okay. Damn. Right, okay, so that's pretty much it. So on the left hand side, you got the equalizer, you got the compressor here, you got another compressor here, you got a limiter there, you got noise gate there, saturation here, stereo width there, chorus there, reverb here, slap delay, long delay. I mean, what else do you need, right? You know what I'm saying? And apparently the CPU usage is very minimal, so you can literally put this on all your tracks if you want to. And apparently it's got different presets right here, and once you make up a preset that you like, you can actually save it as your user preset and stuff like that, but we will get into that in a little while. All right, but first of all, what I want to do, I want to actually play you track by track the track that these plugins are going to be featured on. So here we go. And that's pretty much the beat right there. So what we're going to do, we're going to go into different tracks and see where each one of these plugins can perform. And so we're going to go into the Anarchy Compressor. All right. So let's just put that in the corner here, and we'll go from the beginning and see how that functions. Right, so that's with nothing on it at all, right? So what we're going to do, we are going to put some threshold on it. Say minus 7. See how that works. Okay, so let's bring the attack down a little bit. I'll bring the release down a little bit more. Okay, on the right here we got the I think it's a high pass wet signal here, and the saturation. So let's see how it sounds with the saturation with all of these compression settings in place. Wow, there's a whole heap of saturation up in there. Okay, so basically, you know, if it's used liberally, that's the word, you can get a nice kind of, you know, the overused warm kind of sound, you know what I mean? Warm analog sound. All right, so let's try that again. And this actually reminds me of another plugin. It is, I think it's United Plugins Front Door, where the GUI kind of works in the same way. So it's like, you know, the more warmth you give it, the lighter, the brighter the icon basically shines. Yeah, I gotta say straight away, right, that this is very pliable. It's very pliable indeed. And plus you got the presets that you can choose already here. You got the factory presets, so you got the bass, drum, guitar, mastering. synth and vocals. So let's just try the drum presets. Right, well, okay, well, there are a selection of presets that are customizable if you don't like the pre-baked sounds that you got on there already, which I'm kind of liking at the minute. But yeah, I mean, for a free compressor, I do like the GUI. I do like the similarities it has with the front door plugin as well. And another thing I like as well is that these plugins are not CPU hungry at all. And let's go into Vocalator real quick. So I'm going to just solo to open up your eyes, which sounds a little bit like this.
Open up your eyes and see. Don't give up so easily.
Now you may be wondering, why does it sound so choppy? Well, the reason being was because it was like 3 o'clock in the morning, right? And I was looking for vocals just to basically go on this tutorial beat, as it were, right? And foolishly, I neglected to take the sample, which is basically
open up your eyes and see.
Okay.
Don't give up so easily.
So I've completely forgot about Little Altar Boy, and I know you might be shouting that down the screen right about now, but I should have used Little Altar Boy and tuned it down and then put it in the sampler and then just basically audio the thing. But you know what, it was late in the morning, man. I was performing unnecessary surgery, so sue me. This is just a freaking tutorial, all right? But anyway, so let's go back into the rehashed, re-chopped, re-murdered sample, shall we?
Open up your eyes and see. Don't give up so easily.
Okay, right, so let's go into the Vocalator and see what this baby has to offer. Check out what presets we got here. Experimental, lo-fi, acoustic and country, sci-fi, and what's that? Robots, hip-hop and rap. So let's just go into in fact, you know what, let's go into pop and dance. Right, you got backing vocals, lead compressed, lead delay, lightly compressed lead. Okay, let's go into lead delayed. Let's come out of that. Let's just see what we got.
Open up your eyes and see. Don't give up so easily.
Okay, so we're gonna go into each section real quick, because you know what their functions basically are. So I'm just gonna really kind of gloss over it, so you guys can check it out for yourself if you choose to purchase it. And next we have on the left hand side, we have got the EQs, low frequency, low mid frequencies, high mid frequencies and high frequencies, and the gains for each group and the frequencies for each group. So as you can see, it's got the graph, the spectral graph, and you got the waveform here, and you got the reverb basically there showing you exactly what reverb is on the thing. So it's pretty comprehensive, but this is what I'm liking. I'm liking the fact that you don't have to use 5 or 6 plugins to get the result that you can get through this one plugin. You'd have to move from this one plugin. So straight away, it's got brownie points there already. So let's just play the sample again and just cycle through the presets basically. I'm not even gonna faff around with any of these controls here.
Open up your eyes and see. Don't give up so easily. Open up your eyes and see. Don't give up so easily. Open up your eyes and see. Don't give up so easily. Open up your eyes and see. Don't give up so easily. Open up your eyes and see. Don't give up so easily. Open up your eyes and see. Don't give up so.
Dang, straight out of the box, dude. Yo. That's just straight out of the box. I mean, you've all seen vocal channel strips, right? They've been on the market for quite a long time. But I have to say, I haven't really inclined myself to many of them before, simply because I'm always the one that wants to be in control of the way how I want my things to sound without any help, as it were. But then it's going to achieve the same results with this because of all the things that are available within it, and for the very fact that the CPU usage is really tiny. You can literally put this on every track. I don't need to tell you exactly what noise gate does: saturation, stereo width, chorus, reverb, slap delay, long delay, limiter, smooth compressor. You really don't need to tell it how them things work, do you? Really? I don't think so. But know that they're in there. Very impressed indeed with that. All right, so moving away from that, LFO Pro. And the nice thing about it is like it's like all of the plugins have a uniform look about them. I'm liking that. It's like they're from the same family. So you got the low pass modulation, you got the pan modulation in the middle, and you got the high pass filter modulation. Low frequency ducking, high frequency ducking. So basically you can literally just you could just side chain different frequencies of sound. You know what I've done? I think what I've done, I've rendered I've rendered 3 instruments from Halion Sonic onto the one file here. So whatever LFO Pro is going to do is going to do it to all of those 3 tracks. I apologize for that, but hey, you know, it's a sound, it's a signal, all right? Okay, so let's just play that. And let's scroll through some presets while we're at it. So let's have a look at the presets, what we got here. Easy sidechain, gated rhythms. Yeah, let's try gated rhythms. All right, let's play it. Okay, right, let's go into some pan modulation. Let's see how this thing pans from left to right to center, baby. Right, there we go. It's back and forth. Right, here we go. I don't know what to tell you, man. You know what I mean? I haven't even dented the surface. I haven't even scratched the surface on this plugin. And already I know what I'm going to be able to do with it. So big up, yeah, Steve and James from Anarchy Audioworx. Right, so apparently I think you can select points. Yep, you can select points on the pan. So if you really want to get surgical about it, you can pick points and tailor a rhythm, a pan rhythm, as it were. Let's have a look here. Listen, I'm going through this thing here, and I know it might seem like an easy cop out to say, you know what, I'm impressed and don't even do any more, but I really am impressed. Out of all the 6 plugins that I've seen, these 3 basically are the 3 that stand out for me. I definitely want to do a video of each of these plugins by themselves. They need a dedicated video of their own. Yeah, I'm just liking the direction that these guys are going in terms of having all-in-one plugin solutions, you know what I mean? And more importantly, for the plugins to be very CPU light. I could waffle on for hours and hours and hours about these plugins, but you know what I will definitely do, I will definitely do a video of each of these 3 plugins, somewhat in depth. This is just my overview of it, and yeah, I'm loving it, I'm liking it. Big up to everyone at Anarchy Audioworx, doing a wonderful job, mateys. Anyway, I'm out of here.